You're running a successful consulting business, but something's not right. You're working more hours, but not seeing the proportional growth. Every decision still comes through you. Every proposal needs your touch. You know there's a better way. You're not just sure what it is. You're listening to the Paul Higgins podcast. I'm Paul, and I help consultants build businesses that don't require them to be at the center of everything. I spent 18 years at Coca-Cola, then built and sold my own consulting business. Along the way, I learned that working harder isn't the answer. Building better systems is. Each week, I sit down with consultants who's cracked the code on scalable growth and experts who support them. Real conversations and how they broke through the bottleneck and built businesses that work without them. Let's dive in. Imagine this, you're in a sales meeting with a perfect client and they ask, what makes you different from the other three consultants we're considering? And you freeze because honestly, you're not sure what makes you different besides your experience and maybe your personality. Hello, this is Paul and welcome to my episode 638 of the Paul Higgins solo show. So it's just you and I today. And we're going to be talking about one thing that separates consultants who command premium rates from those stuck competing on price, a clear proprietary methodology. Here's what I see happening with smart, experienced consultants each and every day. You're brilliant at what you do. You've delivered incredible results for clients. But when it comes to explaining your approach, you sound like everyone else. We analyze your current state. We identify gaps and implement solutions. You know what it sounds like, right? It's generic. It's forgettable. It's commoditized. Meanwhile, you're sitting on years of hard-earned experience that you can't articulate as anything more than experience. The brutal truth, if you can't explain what makes your approach unique, you're always going to be competing on price instead of value. I had a client, let's call him Marcus, who was stuck at around 400K revenue for 2 years. He was brilliant technically, incredible results, but every sales conversation felt like convincing prospects he was worth his rate. Then we mapped his IP. Turned out Marcus had developed a specific sequence of platform implementations that constantly delivered results 40% faster than industry standard, but he'd never packaged it as a methodology. He'd never given it a name, never positioned it as a proprietary IP. He was selling features instead of transformation. After mapping his best implementation from start to finish, we discovered Marcus actually had 3 distinct phases that he ran every time. Strategic foundation, we prevented the 80% of projects that failed due to poor planning. Accelerated development, his proprietary sequence that cut implementation time, helped by AI, of course, and performance optimization, ensuring results stuck long-term. We called it the Rapid ROI method. Suddenly, Marcus wasn't just another consultant. He was the guy with a proven method that delivered results 40% faster. Same expertise, different positioning. It was an absolute game changer. Your scattered expertise is actually a systematic methodology waiting to be discovered. The process is straightforward. First, map your best implementation from start to finish. Not your ideal process, your actual best result. Second, identify the patterns. What did you do that others skip? What's your secret sauce? Third, package it into phases with benefit-focused names the clients can remember and repeat. Like my multiplier method, where I've got positioning multiplier, productization multiplier, and performance multiplier. Each phase delivers a specific transformation for clients so that they can visualize and see the value. Since developing my Rapid ROI method, or his, I should say, method, Marcus has increased his average deal size by 6%, shortened his sales cycle because prospects understand the value immediately, and started getting referrals where clients specifically mentioned this method. But here's the key. Marcus didn't change what he delivered. He changed how he positioned what he already did. In an AI-first world, your methodology becomes your competitive moat. Anyone can implement technology. Not everyone can deliver your specific transformation using your proven method. But if you don't map it, package it, and position it properly, it stays hidden in your head while you compete with everyone else on generic capabilities. I've created a complete playbook called the IP Mapping and Methodology Multiplier Playbook that walks you through the exact process Marcus used. It shows you how to map your best implementation step by step, transform tactical steps into strategic outcomes, package everything into a methodology that differentiates you, and test it with real prospects immediately. If you want access to the playbook, email me at paul@paulhigginsmentoring.com. It's always great to know who listens to the podcast, and with IP mapping in the subject line, so it's easy for me to know where it's come from. And if you're serious about transforming your consulting business, with all 12 of my proven playbooks, plus access to the AI business coach that's made a massive difference to each of my clients that I've set up specifically for them, book a call at talkpaul.com. The link will be down in the show notes. My clients get the complete system that takes you from scattered expertise to strategic methodology to scale your business. Stop selling the sausage, start selling the sizzle. Your methodology is what makes you irreplaceable. Thanks again for listening to my podcast. This is exclusive for consultants, and I'd love your recommendations for specific topics via LinkedIn, email, or my website at paulhigginsmentoring.com. See you next time on my solo show. What stood out to you from today's conversations? Look, building a consulting practice that doesn't resolve around you isn't easy, but it's possible. The consultants and the experts I interview have proven that. Every week I share insights from those conversations, practical strategies from people who've actually done it or help others do it. If you want to learn more from this experience, get my newsletter at paulhigginsmentoring.com/newsletter. Just practical stuff from consultants who's figured it all out. And if this was helpful, share it with another consultant. We're all trying to crack the same code. Thanks for listening.